This event is a celebration of the city of Cypress, but it is also a networking mixer. Mayor John Peat is in his second term on the Cypress City Council, and this is also his second one-year term as mayor. Let us now welcome Mayor John Peat.
Well, good evening and welcome to the 2021 State of the City. I'm Mayor John Peat, and on behalf of the City Council and the Chamber of Commerce, I want to thank you all for coming here this evening. We're honored and pleased to be able to celebrate with you this evening here. Undoubtedly, you've noticed the State of the City is a little different this time around. Typically, we kick off the year with a luncheon in January. However, due to the COVID-19 pandemic, our January 2021 luncheon was postponed. With the opportunity to reevaluate how and when the State of the City took place, the City and the Chamber partnered to put together this exciting event. Holding the State of the City in January always made for a fast and stressful start to the year. Planning for it later in the year gives the mayor the chance to celebrate what was accomplished under their leadership, and having it in the evening at the Civic Green makes for a relaxed outdoor celebration that more residents can attend. I'd like to begin by introducing our City Council and invite them to stand to be recognized for their service to our community. Mayor Pro Tem Paula Morales, Councilmember Ann Hertz, Councilmember Francis Marquez, and Councilmember Scott Minicus. Our City Council does a wonderful job on Cypress's behalf and builds upon the good work done by the City Councils that came before us. It's an honor to be a part of a group that is so deeply committed to bettering our community. I'd also like to acknowledge the service of former Mayor Stacey Berry, a valued member of the City Council, who leaves behind an admirable 6.5-year career and legacy of service. She will be greatly missed, and we wish her well on her future endeavors. Due to the pandemic, we weren't able to give last year's outgoing council members the farewell they most certainly deserved. I have the pleasure of thanking 2 former mayors for their years of dedicated service and tremendous contributions to the City of Cypress, Mayor Rob Johnson and Mayor Mary Ellen Yark. Would you please stand for a well-deserved round of applause? Finally, I get to introduce our city manager, Pete Grant. Along with our great city team, Pete has worked tirelessly to guide the city through these challenging times, and Cypress is fortunate to have him. Where is Pete? Somewhere around here. There he is. All right. In March of 2020, the governor asked us to lock down the city for 15 days to slow the spread of the COVID-19 virus. Then shortly after, a state of emergency was declared, and suddenly everyone, and I mean everyone, was navigating through uncharted waters. Companies were completely shut down or had to scramble to put operations in place that allowed people to work effectively from home. Schools were closed, and parents had to figure out how to continue their children's education while balancing work schedules and adapting to the new work environment. We were all shocked by how quickly grocery store shelves were emptied and how scarce toilet paper became. Remember that? Restaurants survived on to-go orders and eventually set up outdoor dining in parking lots and patios. We learned new terms like essential worker, social distancing, drive-through event, Zoom meeting, and my personal favorite, you're on mute. Through all this uncertainty, the city had to figure out how to continue providing essential services to the community while adhering to constantly changing federal, state, and county guidelines designed to keep everyone safe. I stand before you this evening pleased and proud and confident to say that the City of Cypress is strong and healthy. Thanks to the outstanding efforts of our employees, we've emerged from the pandemic. And tonight, I want to celebrate our employees and the tremendous efforts that they made to ensure the health, safety, and success of the city over the past 18 months through the most challenging circumstances imaginable. I'm going to highlight a few of the victories in each department, but tonight we celebrate all of our employees. Before I conclude, I'll also touch on some of the city's most impactful achievements and highlight a few of the exciting developments underway in Cypress. As you know, during the first few weeks of the nationwide shutdown, everyone had to figure out ways to do business virtually. One of our top priorities was ensuring the community could continue to participate in city council meetings. This wasn't an easy task, seeing as no one had ever used virtual meeting software before, and we were one of the first cities to do it. Our city clerk, Alicia Farnell, rose to the challenge and found the best solution for us, then quickly installed it in our council chambers. Within just a couple weeks, we had our first virtual city council meeting. Virtual participation in city council meetings has been so well received and effective that we will continue to offer it for any resident who prefers to participate in a city council meeting from the comfort and safety of their own home. As the impacts of the lockdown, social distancing, and virtual life became more evident, we quickly moved to enhance communication with our community to ensure that residents had access to the latest health and safety guidelines and evolving city programs and services. To do this, we created the city's first full-time communications specialist position. In June of 2020, Brooke Strauss joined the team to focus on increasing public engagement. Thanks to Brooke's expertise, we expanded our use of social media and improved the quality of our posts. We became Facebook and Instagram verified. Now, I don't know what that means, but she tells me it's important. We launched a YouTube channel to host city videos, including Make It Monday with Miss Andy, The Minute with the Mayor, promotional and event recap videos, quarterly employee introductions, and much more. We hosted Facebook Live virtual events, including a partnership with Los Alamitos and Seal Beach that provided 6 town hall meetings with state and local leaders about the pandemic and other important topics. We upgraded our website and added translation capability so everyone has access to the latest information in the language of their preference. Finally, and my personal favorite, we enhanced the Cypress Central app, which provides users with the latest information on what is happening in Cypress in the palm of your hand. The app is a great way to report issues, apply for a permit, or sign up for events. If you haven't already, please download the app today. Under the leadership of Jeff Draper, Acting Director of Recreation and Community Services, our incredible teams at the Senior Center and the Community Center have been hitting it out of the park. It's no secret that Cypress's Senior Center has long been the envy of the region and an important part of our community. During the pandemic, the Senior Center became a literal lifesaver for many of our most at-risk community members. The Senior Center hosted monthly commodities distributions, providing food for families in need, no matter their age. In partnership with Meals on Wheels, the Senior Center distributed over 104,000 free meals to our seniors. These efforts, made possible by our dedicated, selfless staff, ensured that seniors had a safe place to get their weekly groceries, while also helping to maintain their mental health, thanks to a friendly face and a bit of socially distanced conversation. In addition to our Senior Center's hard work, I'm very proud of the support that other groups delivered to our community during this difficult time. Several organizations stepped up with programs that made a huge impact. The Boys and Girls Club of Greater Anaheim Cypress, the Cypress School District, and local churches established weekly food distribution programs to provide food for families in need. OC Animal Care created a monthly pet pantry to provide resources to pet owners struggling to provide food for themselves and for their animals. The city launched Community Plates, a program that supported local restaurants by paying them to provide meals for at-risk residents. Restaurants prepared over 15,000 delicious, fresh hot meals for people in our community. As you know, holiday celebrations look very different over the past year. Our Recreation and Community Services team did a wonderful job creating safe and enjoyable experiences for the community. We gave away more than 850 bags of candy during a drive-through Halloween town in the Civic Center parking lot right out here, and it was so popular it caused a SIG alert up and down Orange. We hosted a drive-through egg hunt with a dancing bunny where we handed out over 950 goodie bags. And in partnership with Cypress College, we sold out 3 movie nights, getting families out of the house to safely experience the nostalgia of a drive-in movie. Even though these socially distanced events were a different kind of fun, as soon as pandemic restrictions lifted, we went to work on bringing back in-person gatherings, like our beloved Concerts on the Green. This summer, right here on the Green, we danced the night away with 7 fun concerts, and in another partnership with Cypress College, hosted our annual Salute to America, complete with games, prizes, delicious food, a fantastic concert, and a spectacular fireworks show. None of these community celebrations would have been possible without the tremendous efforts of our Recreation and Community Services Department and Commission and the Senior Citizens Commission. Please join me in giving them a round of applause for all their hard work. One of the greatest areas of concern for the city during the pandemic was the impact on our small business community. In an instant, restaurants, shops, and companies had to shut down and figure out how to do things differently. There was a real fear that many of our friends and neighbors would lose everything they had worked years to build. It was during this time that the Cypress community shined the brightest. We saw residents supporting neighbors and friends by shopping locally, standing in line to order meals to go, dining outside in all sorts of weather, and leaving generous tips for your servers. Not only did the community take care of the local business community, but we also saw neighbors caring for neighbors by looking in on them, giving them a ride to the store or to a doctor's appointment, by shopping for them, or even preparing a warm, delicious meal. The City Council was committed to helping where we could, and when federal and state relief funds became available, we immediately created an efficient and effective way to distribute those funds to our community. Senior Management Analyst Jason Machado developed a system through which local businesses could quickly and easily apply for small business grants from the city. Thanks to Jason's hard work, we rapidly delivered $1.1 million of federal CARES Act monies to 158 small businesses in Cypress. Absolutely. Gets better. Building on that success, the City Council invested another $1.9 million into programs designed to further assist the community. Our Small Business Resiliency Program provided $5,000 grants to an additional 143 small businesses. Our Home-Based Business Program provided $2,500 grants to qualified home-based businesses. And as I mentioned, our Community Plates program supported at-risk residents and our restaurants through a win-win partnership. Please join me in thanking our restaurant partners who served more than 15,000 meals during the pandemic. Dominic's, Senor Big Ed, Little Fisherman's Fish and Chips, Sushi World, and Cafe Hero. Finally, our latest effort, the Business Recovery Program, encourages business owners, large and small, to invest in Cypress by waiving up to $20,000 in fees associated with starting or expanding their business. When all is said and done, we will have delivered $3 million in direct assistance to our business community, and in the coming year, we plan to invest some of the $11 million the city will receive from the American Rescue Plan Act to further strengthen the Cypress economy. Hopefully you had a chance to tour our modernized police station this evening. We're very excited to update one of our most important facilities to ensure Cypress remains a safe place to live and work. In addition to the station upgrade, our police department has undergone several other important changes over the past year. We welcomed our new police chief and longtime Cypress resident, Mark Lauterbach, to lead the department. Chief, I know you're out there. Let us recognize you. There you go. He's right here. We also restored the department's command structure, returning to 2 captains and 2 lieutenants to help navigate a very challenging era in law enforcement. And we added a new school resource officer, Angus Yu. Officer Yu works with the students and teachers at Cypress High, Oxford Academy, and Lexington Junior High to keep our schools a safe place to learn. Officer Yu also serves as a role model, building trust between students and police officers through his daily interactions on campus. And through each of these changes, the brave men and women of the Cypress Police Department continue to provide a high level of professional service to our community, making Cypress one of the safest cities in California. Now I'd like to talk about the people who keep our city beautiful, our roads smooth, and our parks and facilities clean, the Public Works team. Led by Director Doug Dance, this group literally does the dirty work of sweeping our streets, maintaining our sewers and storm drains, and ensuring that our public spaces are enjoyed by residents and visitors. This past year, Public Works delivered significant upgrades to many of our parks, resurfacing playgrounds at Baroldi Sycamore, Dameron, Darrell Essex, Manzanita, Maple Grove North, Rose and Acacia, and Vessels Parks. They replaced the restroom and installed a new shade sail at Evergreen Park, and they resurfaced the Civic Center tennis courts right over there. But the biggest part of the outstanding job our Public Works team does really stands out. They make it possible for Cypress to continue to have the finest roads in all of Southern California. Please join me in thanking our Public Works team. All right, and finally, I'd like to shine a light on the folks who work behind the scenes to make sure their coworkers can serve Cypress in the community. We're fortunate to have an incredible group keeping our technology up to date, bringing talented professionals to work for us, and balancing our books. The Finance and Administrative Services team, led by Director Matt Burton, plays a critical role in Cypress's success. At the beginning of the pandemic, like most other businesses, we were uncertain about the future and concerned about the financial impacts COVID-19 would have on our city. We were concerned drops in tax revenues, combined with the costs of responding to the pandemic, would bring painful budget deficits and hard choices. Fortunately, thanks to careful planning by our City Council and strategic financial management in all of our departments, we were able to eliminate those deficits, and we emerged from the pandemic in strong financial condition, ready and able to serve our great community. Finance and Administrative Services' hard work doesn't go unnoticed, as Cypress was recently named the most financially secure city in all of Orange County, becoming the first city to earn that recognition twice. As I said at the beginning of my address, tonight is a celebration of our employees, of how hard they work and of what they've accomplished for us over the past 18 months. Every Cypress employee has contributed to our journey through the COVID-19 pandemic, and I would ask you to join me in thanking them one more time. Next, I would like to talk about some of the noteworthy achievements we saw throughout the community this year. First, the City Council was committed to providing a convenient way to get vaccinated, and we did just that by partnering with the Los Alamitos Racecourse to host 3 very effective vaccination pods. Cypress has always prided itself on being a good and trusted partner to our business community. Because of our commitment to building relationships, being thoroughly professional and easy to work with, many large companies make Cypress their home. I recently had the pleasure of attending the grand opening of America Honda Finance Corporation's expanded Cypress headquarters. They've been in Cypress for over 20 years and have invested $4.5 million in our community to expand their operation to 300 employees. We're proud and honored that America Honda Finance Corporation calls Cypress its home. United Healthcare, another of our great corporate residents, made a major investment in the community and solidified their presence in Cypress by building a superb new parking structure for their 2,000 employees. Looks pretty good, doesn't it? Their commitment to Cypress reflects the strength of our local economy and continues to provide excellent employment opportunities for our residents. We're also very proud to be home to Ecos. Ecos develops innovative cleaning products that lessen our carbon footprint and help the planet. During the pandemic, demand for their eco-friendly products grew so dramatically that Ecos and the city partnered to expand their operations. Our new planning director, Alicia Blasco, led this effort and has been a tremendous addition to Cypress. We're proud to have companies like Ecos that are changing the world for the better in Cypress, and we look forward to partnering with them for many years to come. These are just a few of Cypress's many pandemic victories. Whether you're a small business, an entrepreneur working from home, or a part of our corporate parks, you are a tremendously important part of our community. You provide thousands of jobs for our residents. Your investment in Cypress generates vital city revenues, and your charitable support of our nonprofit organizations helps them serve families in need. Cypress is strong and healthy because of your contributions, and we want to say thank you. Our local schools completed 3 major construction projects this year. Cypress College finished construction of their new Science, Engineering, and Math building and the beautiful new Veterans Resource Center. The Science, Engineering, and Math building, clap. The Science, Engineering, and Math building provides state-of-the-art training and education for the next generation of scientists and engineers, while the VRC provides veterans with peer-to-peer academic and wellness support. These are 2 great additions that will help Cypress College better serve students, residents, and veterans. The Cypress School District delivered a long overdue upgrade to their headquarters by relocating to a fantastic modern building on Corporate Avenue. The new headquarters provides the school district with a first-class contemporary facility to support schools in providing educational excellence for our students. I had the privilege of attending their ribbon-cutting ceremony and touring the facility, and I was amazed at the beautiful offices. The Cypress School District Board of Trustees, Superintendent Salavs, teachers and staff did an amazing job guiding the district through the pandemic and meeting the educational needs of our students and families. They developed and implemented a plan that provided 3 different options for learning: full-time in person, full-time distance, or a hybrid of both. The district worked tirelessly to ensure families had the educational opportunities to best meet their needs. And for the current school year, I am happy to report all of our elementary and secondary schools are open for full-time in-person learning. Yay! With the modernization of our facilities, upgrades to our parks, and increased public engagement, we have an exciting future ahead of us, and the State of the City speech is a great time to boast about it. Our brand new Lexington Park is on schedule to finish construction later this year, and we are enthusiastically planning for its grand opening. The brand new public park will provide residents of all ages with athletic fields, open spaces, and playgrounds. The park was made possible through a generous donation from the Los Alamitos Racecourse. Please join me in thanking the Racecourse for this priceless gift. Along with the modernized police station, we expect the county to reopen the library by the end of the year. The library is an important part of Cypress's recreational and educational success, and we can't wait to experience the new upgraded building. Shea Properties City Center project, just west of Costco, broke ground and began rough grading last month. The mixed-use project will be a great addition to Cypress, creating a dynamic new place for people to gather, dine, and shop. Importantly, the City Center will provide new housing options for families and employees who otherwise struggle to afford to buy a house in Cypress. The center is planned to open in mid-2024. One of the perks of being mayor is sharing exciting news, and this evening I have the distinct pleasure to announce that the City Center's anchor tenant will be the first specialty grocer in Cypress. Adding this kind of shopping amenity to our community is something the City Council has been working on for a long time. Like if I had $1 for every time somebody said I want one of these, I'd be rich. Shea Properties expects to reveal exactly who it will be by the end of the year. Trust me when I say it will be very exciting and more proof that Cypress is the city of progress. The City Council and our city team have affectionately been calling October Celebrate Cypress Month because of all the events taking place in the next few weeks. Following the State of the City is the reimagined 2-day Cypress Community Festival. It kicks off Friday, October 8th with a concert and continues Saturday, October 9th. It will be great to have the festival back, and we hope you'll come out to enjoy the music, food, and a whole lot of fun with family and friends. And when you're there, don't forget to stop by the Meet Your Council Member booth. The following weekend, on October 16th, is the 5K and 10K Cypress Run. After last year's virtual run, we're excited to be able to run together and show off the improved 10K course again. A special shout out to the Women's Club, who who came together this morning to host the Women's Inspirational Breakfast, celebrating the strong women in our community. And finally, the Mayor's Prayer Gathering, organized by church leaders in the community, is October 28th. It is a fantastic event that brings our faith community together, and I hope you can all attend. In closing, I'd like to thank you for joining us for the 2021 State of the City. Each of you plays an important part in the city's many achievements and helps make Cypress the wonderful community that it is. Please stay as long as you'd like and enjoy the entertainment we've lined up for the rest of the evening. As you head home, please take a Cypress Strong sticker and a compass keychain or a succulent plant. The compass has always been a tool for navigating and making new discoveries, and the succulent plant represents toughness and durability. Those have been definitely important themes in the pandemic. We experienced many struggles this year, but they were vastly outnumbered by our accomplishments. We have much to look forward to in 2022 and beyond. It's been an honor and a privilege to serve on our City Council for the past 7 years, and I plan on working with my colleagues in my final year to make it a success. Thank you, and God bless the City of Cypress.